Starting right now. All right, let me open, see if I can open my screen too. Where is that? Is it this one? Oh, screen one. So I'll just go, whoa. Stop sharing. Hold on a second. Let me get to my stuff first. Where is it? Group quiz. Oh, those are questions. Why did I do that? Group quiz. How's everybody else doing this evening?
Okay, there we go. Finally. Issues.
See if mine works. For some reason, sometimes on Google Chrome, mine does not work. Okay, I'm going to go to this one. Real quick. For some reason, it doesn't like Google Chrome. 151. See, econ. 150. Do a rat run. Do 5. Do 1. There it is. Do quiz. Start quiz. All right, let me see. Now I've got it. Let me go back to this one. I'll share my screen. And it should be this one. Let's go to that one. So, whoops. All right. Let me maximize this thing here. Who wants to start off with number 1?
I got B. Is used for monitoring the performance of overall economy and the single best measure of society's economic well-being.
That's what I had.
All right. I was looking for it in the reading and I couldn't find it, so I was trying to. I didn't know if I missed it or something.
I think it was near the beginning.
Beginning? Yeah. I looked for it at the beginning, but it didn't seem like it made the answer. Maybe it was my brain that wasn't making sense of it. According to circular flow diagram GDP, I put C can be computed as either revenue firms receive from the sales of goods and services, or the revenues they receive from the sales of point of goods and services. Does anybody have the same or something different?
I had D, but I'm not thinking it's right. I just gotta look at that circular flow, and then that really gives us the answer, right?
Yeah, it's on the PowerPoint that she.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Okay.
Yeah, because I thought I put B. Just basically the same thing, just minus payments to make the factors of production. Which I could definitely be wrong.
No, you know what? B seems to make sense, actually. Yeah. Because they get the revenue from the sale of goods. That's what they do. And then households are the factors of production. So that makes sense to me.
I thought it was B.
Yeah.
Everybody go with B? We'll just go with B. Gross domestic product measures. I put A, income and expenditure.
Yeah, I put A also.
Yeah.
That's unanimous.
In the GDP accounts, production equals.
Income.
That's what I had too.
That's what I put.
I put A, yeah, income. Suppose that an economy produces 20,000 units of goods. A wishes to sell at $3 a unit, and 40,000 units of goods B, which is to sell at $1. Production of goods A contributes.
I had B.
That's
That would be also.
three
Yeah.
second of the time.
Because 20,000 times 3, 60,000. 40,000 times 1, 40,000, 2/3, 3, or 3 seconds. Yeah. 3 times. Yeah.
Now this is where I'm what you might call it. I'm kind of out of the loop because I didn't.
I am too. I did not understand this part.
The table below contains data from Chateau for the year 2015. Gross national product for Chateau in 2015 is.
I put C, but I honestly wasn't sure why.
Well, I think, I mean, I struggled with that question too, but I was just looking at it, right? So if we think of that, you know, Y equals CIGNE or NX, sorry.
Uh-huh.
I think you got to figure out which one, if any of those fall into that category, and then it would count, right? So like GDP obviously does, $200.
Uh-huh.
Income earned by citizens abroad doesn't though, because it's outside of the country, right? So that,
Yeah.
and then income foreigners earn here, that would count, right? Because it's in the country, so that would count. But then then I get thrown off because I don't know losses from depreciation. I don't know what category. I think that might be like investment. So would we take off the 6? Like I'm not sure. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, the thing is that I was confused by, because it asked what the gross national product was. I don't remember reading like the definition for that. Was that in the reading?
Yeah, it was. I'll look it up right now. It was in one of the like little like boxes, you know. It had it there. Give me a
Maybe I
second.
just skipped over it.
Let's see here. Let's see if I can find it.
Like in the other measures of income, which it's on page 194. I know that's like might not be the online, but there's like gross national product, the total income earned by a nation's permanent residents, differs from GDP in that it includes income that are citizens. Oh, well, that's a good thing we're reading it. That citizens earn abroad and excludes income that foreigners earn here.
So it does $209.
That's a good thing because I didn't even read it. Yeah, it's the gross national product, right? So
Yeah.
I'll just read it again. It's the total income earned by a nation's permanent residents. It differs from the GDP in that it includes income that our citizens earn abroad and excludes income that foreigners earn here.
So 2004? Oh, because GDP would be included in that. Then it includes income earned by citizens abroad, which would be 209.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it doesn't include. Oh wait, so then
And
it
you have
doesn't
to-
include.
And it excludes income that foreigners earn here.
So minus 5.
5
Yeah.
would be
204.
Yeah.
That'd be a D on the.
All right.
On the next, a farmer sells 5 pounds of pecans to Smith's Fresh Pecans for $10. Smith's Fresh Pecans resells 3 pounds at $4.50 per pound. The remaining pecans are shelled and canned and sold for a total of $8. Take these transactions into account. How much is added to GDP?
I put C.
Yeah. See.
50, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. In 2014, a farmer grows and sells 3 million worth of corn and Big Flakes cereal. I'm sorry, to Big Flakes cereal company. Big Flakes cereal company produces 8 million worth of cereal in 2014. with sales to the household during the year 7 million. The unsold 1 million worth of cereal remaining in Big Flate's cereal company inventory at the end of 2014. The transaction just described contributes how much to the GDP in 2014?
I put C.
I put C.
I put A. Yeah, me too.
Nine. Let's see what I had here. Consider two items that might be included in GDP. One, the estimated rental and ownership occupied housing, and number two, purchase of newly constructed homes. How much of these two items accounted for in the GDP, and GDP is calculated? I put B, but I don't know if that's right or not.
I put B as well.
Yep.
I put A. I think because I thought they said in the PowerPoint something about how because the rental is in the consumption, right? And then homeowners, it's not the purchase price. Wait, am I reading?
I thought they had to wait a year. I thought, wasn't it after a year? That's when it's.
Yeah, I think when they purchase a new constructed home, it's like capital investment.
Yeah, it's considered an investment within the first year, and I thought after the first year is when it can be considered a rental. I thought.
Oh, okay. Because yeah, then it would be like the imputed rental, like estimated rental costs or something like that.
Yeah,
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Are we good with B then, or are we?
Yeah, I think it's B.
Okay. Then moving to number 10, the city of Ann Arbor, Michigan, buys a police car manufactured in Germany. In the GDP accounts, this transaction is included in. I put, where is it?
B.
Yep, B. That's what I put. Government expenditures and imports.
I was confused on 11.
I'm not all on 11. Yeah, I don't think I got this one. Nope, I didn't.
well, I'll tell you what I got. I put D, and the reason I put D was if the GDP was 8,000,
Uh-huh.
and then so then what I did is I had the 3,000 of consumption. Well, let me read it first. So I scribbled the notes down just a second.
Yeah, I put A, but I think I know where you're going with that.
Right, and then the 1,200 cancel each other out, and then the 600. Hang on a second.
No, so what I did is I took the 8,000 because that's the total GDP. You have the consumption, and then the exports would be you'd have to get the net exports, right? So you exports minus imports.
Yeah.
So that's $600.
Yeah.
So if you do 8,000 minus 3,000 minus 600,
4,400.
Oh, and then plus the 1,200 though, right, for government purchases.
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
3,200.
Yeah. So B then?
No, A.
No, it would be minusing 12.
Gotcha.
Is it A or B? Do we minus the 1,200? Or do we add the 1,200?
No, because the exports were 1,200 and also the government purchases were 1,200.
Right.
So exports, you would subtract the imports to get the net exports.
Right.
Which would give you $600, right? So ultimately, you'd have 3,000 for consumption, 1,200 for government purchases, and then 600 for the net imports, or sorry, net exports, right? And then we know that the total GDP was 8,000.
So
I guess
8,000 take away all those comes up to 50 or
32.
3,200. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. 3,200. Yeah.
I'm assuming that's how you do that, but
All right.
that's how I came up with that anyway.
I'd say I'd go with it. I mean, it makes sense, and we've all agreed to it.
Yeah.
Okay, question 12. The table below contains the data for country A for the year of 2010. What were country A's imports in 2010? I did not do this one.
Well, I had D, but let me think again how I got to it.
Yeah, wait. I think that's. I think you're right.
Let me scoot.
So it has to be that year, right?
Yeah.
And imports. Purchases. No. Oh, well, the only one is domestic purchases of foreign goods, right?
Yeah.
And all the other ones don't fall into import category, I don't think.
Right.
Well, there's 88 for foreign purchases and domestically produced.
That's
Good.
what I put, but rereading that, I mean that's exports though, right? Domestically produced goods. That's what.
Yeah, you would be exporting that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Domestic
So
purchase of
120.
120. Yeah.
88 is an export, yeah.
Makes me feel stupid because that looks really easy now that you explain it like that.
13. The GDP deflator for 4 years subsequent to the base year measures the change in. I put A. I don't know if that's right.
I don't know. I was kind of confused by this one, the wording.
Nominal GDP from the base year that cannot be attributed to the change in the real GDP.
So I did B, so it's exactly so similar, but just opposite.
Well, so I struggle with that too, but I'm just thinking about it now is that the GDP deflator really measures the change in the quantity, right? Because the price stays the same, like that's the base. So which of those?
I thought it was A. That's what I was thinking, but
See, honestly, I put D, but
Well, that's what I had too. Actually, I had D, but I mean, I'm not sold on D.
because real GDP from the base year that cannot be attributable to a change in prices, because that's what I thought. Like, it's basically measuring.
Wait, you're continuing with the price, like if it's like in the video $2, then you have to continue that $2 for every year. It doesn't change to calculate the real.
Because essentially what it's doing is it's accounting for inflation, right? So you're measuring it at the same price.
The output versus the change in price. Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. It was kind of worded weird, and I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
now I feel pretty good about D actually, because that describes what the deflator does, right? It's you're keeping the price constant and you're just going about the real GDP, which is the change in outcome, the Q. You know what I mean?
Oh, hey, guys, I think I'm finding it in the book right now.
Oh, nice.
So let's see what it says here. The GDP deflator for subsequent years measures the change in nominal GDP from the base year that cannot be attributable to a change in real GDP.
Oh, there it is. It's A.
Oh, perfect.
I'll be quiet from here on in.
No. You're good.
So it's A then, right?
yeah.
Where was that, Chaz? Where did you see that?
Here. Let me pull up for you guys.
Let me stop-
So in the
Let me stop
book,
sharing.
it's
Let me
10.
stop sharing my screen. You can see it.
in the book 10-4, I think it was.
10-4B. I think so.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, here. So I'll put mine up.
Let me switch.
I don't know. So if anybody wants to just take a look at my screen, they can just click on.
Oh, there you go.
Let's see. Where did I see it? Yeah,
Right there.
this one right here.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'll go back to. Wait. There it goes. All right. Number 14. In which year was this country's nominal GDP highest?
I had
2017.
5 foot.
That's what I got too.
Okay. The country of Caspian produces only cereal and milk. Quantities and prices of these goods from the last several years are shown below. The base year in 2015. This is the one I did not do either. I was calculating it, but it's about as far as I got. I didn't really.
Well, I got A, and I used that formula. The new, take away the old, divided by the old times 100, came up to 31.3.
I feel great about it.
See,
I don't know. I didn't get that one.
see, I got C.
You got C?
Well, okay, so I was kind of confused because I did that same formula, the new minus the old divided by the old times
Yep.
100, right?
Uh-huh.
So we're talking about like which one's the new and which one's the old. Are we talking about
The new would be the current year, wouldn't it be? Or like 2016 minus 2015.
2015, right?
Yeah.
Now, what are you using? Is that the nominal or the real, or are you calculating?
What's the question ask?
I did the, give me a second.
I just did it the normal way, but I could be, like I said, I didn't spend a whole lot of time looking at this, so I could be.
I did the nominal.
Let's see, what did I do? See, I did real, and I got 15.4 between.
Gotcha. 16 and 17.
Yeah.
But that would make more sense to use the real.
But I see, I just kind of randomly picked it. I just kind of set it up in a spreadsheet and just chose the real one. I don't know if that was right or not.
Oh, hold on.
Let me see.
Well, you're right, because if we're dealing with inflation, then we need to use the real, right? We have to.
Yeah, I think it's C.
Yeah, I go with it. Yeah, that makes
Too. I think you're right.
Okay. A country reported a nominal GDP of 115 billion in 2010 and 125 billion in 2009. It is reported a a GDP deflator of 85 in 2010 and 100 in 2009. Between 2009, I'm not sure, between 2009 and 2010. I put real output rose and the price level fell.
Me too. B.
All right.
Okay. The below table contains data from the country of Butterland, which produces only waffles and pancakes. The base year is 2013. This country's inflation rate from 2010 to 2011 was
Yeah, that was as far as I got, so I didn't get to these ones.
I did B. I had B.
I had figured maybe it was B, but I wasn't sure. I didn't know how
Yeah,
to type my
I
math.
put B2, but I thought I messed up somewhere, but I could have been right.
We'll find out here shortly. Okay, the table below contains data for the country of Togo. The base year is 1974. From 1974 to 1976, I put inflation was 25%, and output did not grow. But
I had B, but I wasn't sure about the second part, so I'm all good changing it. It was 25%. I'm just not sure about output growing or not growing.
let's see here, number 19. GDP per person tells us that the income and expenditures of the
Average person. C.
Whoops, did I not save this one? Let me save this one real quick. And 20, I did not. No,
I didn't get 20.
I did not understand 20. So
Well, I put A.
I kind of thought maybe it was like, or was it like C includes otherwise legal transactions that go under unreported. But I'm not 100% on that answer. So
I like the looks of C the best because I remember watching or reading. It was either in the slideshow or something that talked about. I thought it talked about something like that in the slideshow.
Oh, hey, I found it on the slide. So it's slide 8
That's
here.
it. Yeah.
Here, I'll put a line up.
oh, and let me stop so you can see it. Everyone can see it.
So let's see if there's any other spots of underground. No, okay, so that's the only slide that talks about it back here. Okay, should we go over to this article it talks about in the book?
Sure.
Okay, in the textbook near the end of the chapter in the news. Let's see, where do you think it would be?
Probably. I would think maybe it's like in the last is GDP. It's got to be somewhere right there.
Right here? Where was that?
Yeah.
All I heard was GDP.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe it's in there probably.
In the news, let's see. Hang on.
Sure.
So that's at least one in the news. That might be it.
Yeah. I think it's C.
I'm not sure. Like I said, it's not sure.
It's unrecorded and untaxed, right? Unreported and
Yeah.
unrecorded. So I think that makes the most sense.
I like it.
Or for I can see what it is if I submit mine. here.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
it
don't
doesn't-
know.
There you go.
Yeah, I think it's that because it doesn't. The underground doesn't exclude the amount of criminal activity.
If you did all those, you'd get 19 out of 20.
I'm happy with 19 out of 20.
Here, I'll show you.
The in the news one that talks about it is the sex, drugs, and GDP. I just saw it right here.
Which one did we miss?
We won't know until it's done.
So time's up.
Yeah, till tonight. You won't be able to find out till 11 o'clock tonight.
Nineteen out of 20. I'm happy with that. All right, guys. Good luck on your exams.
You too. Good luck. Good luck. Yeah, I thought I Googled it. That's why I also, meaning I looked for what underground economy is. And I thought that's where I also found it, like underground economy. Just read what their general definition was.
Right. I just barely did too.
I think it.
And I
Did you
read
guys find
the
it?
explanations. Well, in the Google just said that it's anything that's unreported.
Yeah, that's what I did. I based it off of that
So
because
it could go from babysitting to selling
All
drugs.
right, sweet. Here, I'm gonna cut mine. My connection was getting pretty bad there.
okay.
You know what? Reading that in the news there, the sex, drugs, and GDP, I'm pretty sure it is C actually, because they make the case for it, of it being otherwise legal transactions that go unreported and
Yeah.
or unreported.
Okay, I gotta go.
All right, guys.
We'll see you next week. Good luck.
Good luck to everyone. I'll post the link in the box here in a minute once it's
Okay, perfect.
done.
Okay, thanks, guys.
All right, guys. We'll see ya.